Only Make Believe, OMB, has performed interactive theater for children in hospitals, care facilities, and special education programs since 1999. In March 2020, all OMB performances became virtual, with professional actors filming and streaming programming separately from their own homes. Special thanks to our sponsors, Equifax, PJT Partners, McKesson. We hope you enjoy Sherlock in Wonderland and can't wait until you can enjoy an OMB show in person soon.
Where we gonna go? Who we gonna call? Where we gonna go today?
Hi, I'm Raven, and welcome to our showing of Sherlock in Wonderland. We are so excited to share this film with you. Don't forget, the fun doesn't end once the movie is over. You can play along by downloading our activity guide here. Here you'll find lots of fun activities to help you develop your detective skills. You can also take a picture of your finished pages and tag us for the chance to win a special Wonderland prize. Now, get your imaginations ready and enjoy Only Make Believe's Sherlock in Wonderland.
Title, Sherlock in Wonderland, a fantastical film, moves through London's busy streets and disappears in front of a grand old building with stone archways. Inside, a private library where two gentlemen each closely inspect a different book.
I do love reading about our top-notch investigating, Watson. We're quite impressive. This one especially. The Return of Sherlock Holmes. Watson, are you listening to me?
Oh, sorry, it's just that this book is so fascinating.
What could be more interesting than reading about us? I'm the world-famous detective Sherlock Holmes, and you're my trusty assistant, I'll have you remember.
Yes, but this book details the adventures of Alice, a girl in a blue dress, while she is lost in a magical place called Wonderland.
Alice is lost, you say? What's the name of this so-called book?
Alice's Adventures in Wonderland.
I have a brilliant idea, Watson. We must go and find this lost Alice and return her from whence she came.
But Sherlock, this is simply a children's book. How will we accomplish that?
We're detectives, Watson. We'll find a way. How did this lost Alice enter Wonderland in the first place?
Why, it says here, she followed a white rabbit down a rabbit hole.
Sherlock strokes his bearded chin, then peers through a magnifying glass. He and Watson inspect the upper left corner, the upper right corner, the bottom right corner, the bottom left corner.
Well, I don't see any of those here.
Oh dear, this is impossible.
Only if you believe it to be.
What do you mean, Sherlock?
It's elementary, my dear Watson. We must believe there is a rabbit hole. We must find a way to look into the looking glass and step into our imaginations.
All right, then. That's as good a plan as any.
Close your eyes, Watson, and imagine Wonderland.
They close their eyes. Watson drops the book onto the wooden floor. It lays open as everything starts to spin and circles of yellow light briefly glisten. Then, a bluish swirling tunnel spins a playing card, a teacup, and a giant magnifying glass. Sherlock and Watson appear and spin about like laundry, with their arms up and mouths open. A butterfly flutters amid flowers and trees. A person with white rabbit ears looks out at you.
Oh, hello there. Welcome to Wonderland. Oh, dear. Do you know what time it is? I'd better be on my way, or I'll be late for a very important date. It's been so wacky here since the arrival of the little girl in a blue dress. Her name is A-L-I-C-E. That's Alice.
That's right.
You have to whisper it. If the queen hears her name, she has a hissy fit.
Thought bubble appears with the shadow of a person moving their hands up and down, back and forth.
Let's try whispering it together, shall we? On the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Good. Will you join me on my walk? If you do, it will go by so much faster. I even have a lovely walking song I love to sing. Come on, join me.
Some woodland friends, a girl with a cartoon foxtail, a boy with cartoon bear ears, and a boy with cartoon antlers appear and dance along.
Silly walk, silly walk. Ain't no time to stop and talk. Got to go and beat the clock. Silly walk, silly walk. Come on, join me in my silly walking. It's just a step to the side, a step to the side, and then you're in front. Make sure you've got your rabbit paws. Ready? Silly walk, silly walk. Ain't no time to stop and talk. Got to go and beat the clock. Silly walk, silly walk. Whoa! You're amazing! I hereby dub you honorary bunnies. Let's do it one more time, shall we? We are almost there. Silly walk, silly walk. Ain't no time to stop and talk. Got to go and beat the clock. Silly walk, silly walk. Okay, I think we're here. Thank you all for your help. You made it go by so much faster.
Say she followed a white rabbit down a rabbit hole.
I think I hear someone coming. Let's hide until we figure out who it is and what it is they have to say. Let's pretend to be trees. On the count of 3, let me see your best tree pose. 1, 2, 3, pose.
The woodland friends join you in posing like a tree.
Whoa, great. Now, quiet.
The white rabbit poses in front of a
Did
tree.
you just hear the word quiet?
I did. And I just saw this tree blink.
The rabbit's eyes widen.
Trees don't blink, Watson. Now, where could that white rabbit be?
Well, according to the book, the white rabbit is always late and very disorganized.
I never.
That tree just said, I never. This, Watson, is what we in the business call a strange place.
I agree.
Sherlock holds a thoughtful pose for a moment.
Now, where is this bumbling rabbit?
Nerve.
The white rabbit shimmies forward.
Look, Watson, that tree just became a talking rabbit with an extensive vocabulary. This is a strange place indeed.
The thoughtful pose again.
The white rabbit, I presume?
Yes.
Please allow me to introduce myself, White Rabbit. I am the legendary detective Sherlock Holmes, and this is my trusty assistant, Watson. We are here to find a small girl in a blue dress who goes by the name of Alice. Shh. What?
A woodland friend, the boy with the bear ears, spells Alice in sign language.
Could everyone help me tell Sherlock what happens when the Queen hears that name?
The Queen doesn't like the name Alice.
She has a hissy fit if she hears it.
So there's a queen, you say?
Yes, the Queen's a hunt.
And where is this queen person now?
After the fox friend disappears, the bear friend signs, the queen is asleep. Shh!
And if she hears the word Alice,
The white rabbit shushes him.
she has a hissy fit? Oh my. What does that look like?
The woodland friends do the rhythmic hissy fit moves along with the shadow in the thought bubble. Sherlock peers at them through his magnifying glass. Their arms move up and down one after the other. The girl with the foxtail furrows her brow.
Well, thank you all for your help. Now, I would like to interview this queen. She may know something about the whereabouts of...
Well whispered, sir. What? All you have to do is find her, wake her up. But don't.
Everyone, Keep your eyes peeled out for clues. No time to waste, Watson. Let's go.
Sherlock leads the way off with his magnifying glass. Watson follows close behind. The girl with the foxtail watches wide-eyed.
Whoa, dear. You know what's gonna happen? They are gonna say Alice too loudly, and the Queen is gonna wake up and have a hissy fit. Hissy.
The thought bubble containing the hissying shadow grows larger and larger, the arms moving faster until...
Someone out here needs to chill.
Chill?
A person with antennae and an extra set of wiggly arms slides toward the rabbit.
Oh, it's just Caterpillar.
Naturally, man. Now what's got you all worked up?
That world-famous detective Sherlock Holmes and his trusty assistant Watson.
Sherlock Holmes? Oh man, he's been poking around here all day asking all sorts of questions like, have you seen Alice? And like, did you kidnap Alice? And like, are you Alice in disguise? I told him, yo man, you just need to chill.
The rabbit gets tickled by a caterpillar arm.
Chill?
Hey, let's all chill together, yeah?
Chill. You want me to chill? How can you expect me to chill at a time like this?
Yeah, man, chill. I know how you feel. It's no big deal when you know how to chill. Don't be uptight, cause that's not right. Just go with the flow, and then you'll know that you're chill.
Chill?
Everybody move your body and arms like this when I say chill.
Chill.
Their arms move like ocean waves.
Then you're chill. That you're chill. So just relax. The world's got your back. You feel so smooth when you move to the groove and you're chill.
A kid with cartoon butterfly wings.
Then you're chill. Then you're chill. Good. Now, everybody, repeat after me. Don't sweat the small stuff. And it's all small stuff. Don't sweat the small stuff. And it's all small stuff.
Don't sweat the small stuff.
Don't sweat the small stuff.
And it's all small stuff. Don't sweat the small stuff.
It's all small stuff.
Caterpillar grooves off, followed by a newly chill white rabbit in a cloud of cartoon butterflies. In a misty, bluish forest.
Alice! Alice! Oh, I think I see her.
A streak of green light.
No, false alarm. Darn!
Patience, Watson.
I know, but Alice is lost, and we don't know how to get to the Queen, and I fear we will soon be lost. I'm completely stumped and don't know what we should do next.
I know what you should do.
A toothy smile appears.
Dear goodness, where did that voice come from?
It's the Cheshire Cat.
He appears.
I know what you should do.
And what is that?
Sherlock should drink from the bottle that is in his hand.
Mr. Cat Smile Thing, there is no bottle in my hand.
Of course there is.
This is only make-believe after all.
Oh yes, I see. I do have my own bottle here. How will this help?
You seek the Queen, do you not? Drink from the bottle, and with the power of our imaginations, you will be able to find the way.
This is a strange place, but I do trust the power of imagination. Bottoms up.
Now, I need you all to focus. Wiggle your paws like this.
He rotates his big furry paws back and forth.
Now repeat after me. Bottle, button, zipper, and tassel.
Bottle, button, zipper, and tassel.
grow this man to see the castle.
Grow this man to see the castle.
A kid with a purple cartoon tail.
What do you mean grow to see the...
Sherlock drinks.
Sir, you're growing taller and taller! Can you even hear me anymore?
I can see the castle from this vantage point. Wow. Wonderland is beautiful.
His head in the clouds sees green hills and a castle.
I should love to see it too. I have a bottle in my hand. Excellent. Cheshire, can you help?
Very well. Let's see those magic paws. Now, repeat after me. Bottle, button, zipper, and tassel.
Bottle, button, zipper, and tassel.
Watson wants to see the castle.
Watson wants to see the castle.
Watson drinks.
Uh-oh.
Oh no!
Oh no! I went the wrong way!
What's that, Watson? Watson! This is no time to wander off. The castle looks heavily guarded, but I'm sure we can get through to find Alice!
Sherlock spots twin boys in armor through his now giant magnifying glass. His voice echoes across the green hills and into the castle, where a regal pair of eyelids flutter. One eye pops open and searches about. Text appears. Pause here for a stretch break.
Alice!
Sir! Don't wake the Queen!
The Queen's open eye continues searching.
We need to get back to size! Cheshire, what do we do?
Oh, you must each drink from each other's bottle.
Cheshire crosses his arms and eyes. The detectives switch bottles.
Now that you've switched, please, everyone, repeat after me. Rocks, socks, and lizard eyes.
Rocks, socks, and lizard eyes.
Bring these two back to size.
Bring these two back to size.
Sherlock and Watson drink. Tiny Watson slowly grows larger, while giant Sherlock shrinks back down. The Queen sleeps, both eyes closed below her bright crayon red hair.
Thank you all so much. It's so nice to be my size again. You were right, Cheshire. I now know how to get to the castle. Well, hurry up, Watson. We have work to do.
How about a nice cup of tea first?
With a puff of cartoon smoke, a tea set appears.
Excuse me.
Through Sherlock's magnifying glass, a teacup flies across the table.
No time for tea.
Sherlock snaps, and the tea party disappears.
Everyone, meet my good friend, the Duchess's cook.
A cottage in the woods. The detectives join a woman in a tall chef's hat.
Welcome to my soup party.
Steam wafts about.
Add some pepper, nice and hot. Stir it in the pot. Add some salt, add some spice, then more pepper once or twice. Achoo! Makes it nice.
Sherlock frowns.
It's lovely, but it's not quite there yet. Chefs, repeat after me. Add some pepper, nice and hot.
Add some pepper, nice and hot.
Stir it in the pot.
Stir it in the pot.
Add some salt, add some spice.
Add some salt.
Add some spice.
Then more pepper, once or twice.
Then more pepper, once or twice.
Achoo! Makes it nice.
Makes it nice.
That's an awfully unusual recipe. Is it usually awful?
Would you like to try some?
Yes, thank you very much.
Watson dips a finger down and brings it to his lips.
Oh my! It's very peppery! Achoo!
A cartoon splatter is cleared by a windshield wiper.
That's no way to sneeze. Always sneeze into your elbow, like this. Achoo!
Oh, of course. Beg your pardon. Like this. Achoo!
Why, you're a natural. Now here, there's enough soup for everyone. You may each add your own ingredient if you like. Chef, what would you like to add?
I like to have French fries.
Fantastic! And Chef, what would you like to add?
I'd like to add pickled peanut butter popcorn.
Wonderful! Those will both be perfect additions to my soup. And what about you, chefs at home? On the count of 3, throw it into the pot. 1, 2, 3! Lovely!
Okay, madam, enough of the soup. We are trying to find the Queen so that we may find Alice.
Shh! If the Queen hears that name, she has a hissy fit.
So we've heard, but we don't know how to get past the guards.
Well, I suppose you could give them this soup, and when they have a sneezing fit, you could sneak right past them.
That's elementary, dear Watson.
She hands over her steaming pot.
Thank you for the soup, and for all of your help.
She smiles and waves. At the castle, twin boys stand near their armor.
Wow, it's cold out here. Do you want to eat right now?
Ice cream?
No, not ice cream. Why want ice cream?
I thought you said cold.
This will be a long day.
But will you smell that?
Yes, I know a new scent. Do you like it?
No, not you. I smell soup. Soup.
The detectives approach past stony walls. Sherlock holds the big pot of soup. The twins smile until...
Excellent! We made it inside the castle. Now, we must use the ultimate and obvious to jar the Queen from her slumber. I will need you all to help. On the count of 3, as loudly as you can, we will all shout the word Alice. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Alice!
Behind a heart-decorated door, the Queen's eyes pop open.
Oh, you've done it now. Announcing Her Royal Majesty, the Queen of Hearts. And boy, is she in a hissy.
Doors open to reveal the Queen in her bright red collar and crown.
Wait! Why aren't the two of you having hissy fits?
The twins do the hissy moves.
That's better. Now, can all of my royal subjects join my court in having this hissy fit?
All the kids join.
That's perfect. All together. Hissy, hissy,
The Queen hisses fabulously in different directions.
hissy, 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 hissy. Wait. Those were absolutely brilliant hissy fits. Oh, please take a bow. I deserve applause right now.
She picks up a small shaggy dog wearing a red vest.
Now, where was I? What could you have possibly said to make me, the Queen of Hearts, have a hissy fit? Alice! Oh, hissy, 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 hissy! Wait, who are you?
Hello, Queen. I am the legendary detective Sherlock Holmes.
How can you be legendary if I have never heard of you?
She pets the dog.
That's a brilliant question.
And I am his trusty assistant, Watson.
Oh, Watson. Yes, I have heard of you.
You have?
Of course. I am the Queen of Hearts. Now, Warlock and Watson, what do you want?
That's Sherlock, madam.
How dare you correct me?
The little dog looks up at her.
Now, what do you want?
We have traveled here to investigate the whereabouts of one... the disappearance of a little girl in a blue dress.
What was her name?
Watson, tell her.
Well, what was her name?
Please help me.
The detectives duck.
Oh, yes.
Aren't you going to have a hissy fit?
No. The court doctor has ordered me to only have 3 hissy fits a day. He says 4 fits are bad for my heart.
Can you tell us everything you know about Alice?
What's to tell? She came to Wonderland and was a witness at a trial. She called us all a deck of cards, and we floated away in the wind. It made me quite cross, really.
Permit me a question, Queen. If you were turned to cards by her statement, then floated away in the wind, how then did we find you asleep in your castle?
This, dear sir, is Wonderland.
And?
It makes you wonder, doesn't it? Anything is possible with a little imagination.
Indeed it is.
Guards! I demand that you arrest these 2 men. I place you under arrest.
What for?
As the Queen of Hearts, I hereby arrest you for the disappearance of Alice.
She grins.
I beg your pardon, madam. We are here on behalf of Alice.
Queen now wears a white judge's wig and bangs a gavel.
Order! Order in the court! The court is now in session. Please silence your cell phones and electronic devices.
All good citizens of Wonderland deserve a fair trial. So I need a jury.
A cartoon cage falls over the detectives. All of the kids appear.
You are now my jury. On the count of 3, I want you to say guilty. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Guilty. Repeat it. Guilty, guilty, guilty.
Guilty, guilty, guilty.
These 2 detectives come seeking fame, hoping to find the girl we won't name. They snuck into my castle and disrupted my nap, then questioned and accused like some kind of trap. You're so guilty, you know it's true. It's in your eyes, I know it was you. Jury, repeat after me. You are guilty.
You are guilty.
Oh, so guilty.
Oh, so guilty.
We're brilliant detectives on the trail of this case. The reason why we came to this strange place.
You have no evidence, proof, or cause. This seems an unfair use of laws.
We're not guilty, it is simply true. Look in our eyes, it's what you must do. Jury, repeat after me. They're not guilty.
They're not guilty.
No, not guilty.
No, not guilty.
Stop the music. You are guilty. I am the Queen of Hearts, and what I say is law. And I say you are guilty. Come coming up in my courtroom talking about I'm not guilty.
I have an idea. Remember when we were told that Alice called the Queen's Court a deck of cards and they all blew away? I bet if we used our imaginations and tried that now, the same thing would happen.
Brilliant idea! I say we try it.
Where's Alice? When they shouldn't have known who she is, because this is my country up in Wonderland. Where you come from?
Can you all help us?
Watson is smiling at you.
On the count of 3, we will say, you are nothing but a card. Ready? 1, 2, 3.
We're nothing but a card.
What? Say it again, everyone, as loud as you can.
We're nothing but a card. We're nothing but a card. We're nothing but a card.
No, not again. Oh, I'm turning into a card. My whole court is turning into cards.
Playing cards fly and fall around the court. The Queen sinks down on her throne. Her hand lingers and disappears down in a puff of smoke. A playing card appears with her face stamped on it. A bluish swirling tunnel, then the detectives are back in the library.
Wow!
What?
That was very impressive.
Thank you, Watson. I couldn't have done it without you.
And don't forget, we had a little help.
Indeed. You are all the very best assistants a world-class detective could ever expect to have.
Now what?
Watson, I know where Alice is.
You do? Where is she?
It's elementary, my dear Watson. Wonderland is a land full of adventure. A land of fantastical creatures and mysterious characters. A land where anything is possible. Wonderland is an imaginary land that Alice dreamed up while she was sleeping.
Sherlock looks through his magnifying glass. A girl in a blue dress sleeps, smiling and hugging a Sherlock Holmes book. She is the girl who had the foxtail. She opens her eyes, smiles bigger, and winks at you. Sherlock in Wonderland. Conceived by Joseph Lanham, adapted by Tamela Aldridge and Patrice Christu, directed by Tamela Aldridge, edited by Christopher Wilson, original music by Sean Carpenter, special thanks to Fesliyan Studios. Guest starring Basti, Christopher, Collet, Danielle, Fitz, Matty, and Madison as Alice. The actors appear in costume in front of their individual green screens. They wave. All of the actors disappear except for Raven, who played the Queen. She continues to wave through her red and black finery. She disappears as a purple trunk opens and stars burst out of it. They rain down around the words, "Only make-believe."